want to talk about editing using one of my favorite apps, Lightroom, but I don't want to do it inside. It's so beautiful outside today. So I figured, let's talk about editing on your iPhone. I mean, I have Lightroom right here on my iPhone, and it's the best way to edit on the go, and it syncs over Creative Cloud to all my other Lightroom applications. So we're gonna sit down and we're gonna edit some of the photos that I shot on the iPhone with the mobile app and see what we can get with it. So yeah, like I was saying, I want to use the Lightroom app that's actually on our phone, because when we do any sort of edits on here, that actually syncs back to Creative Cloud. So I have a couple of photos here that I took walking around Astoria, and I'm going to actually import them in. You can import straight from Camera Roll. And I'm going to select the images I want to import, like this one came out really good, this one, and then we'll do this one as well. So we just hit add, and it brings it into our app here. So real quick, I'm just going to select this first one. It's a nice wide angle shot right under the train tracks down on Astoria Boulevard. Basically what I like to do first is hit auto, because that really balances out everything. Look how good that sunlight looks through the train tracks. It looks great. Next, I usually hit up a preset that I have saved. These are just ones that I saved from online. And that changes it up a little and gives us a little bit of an edit that we can work with. The great thing about Lightroom now is the optics area now will enable and correct the lens distortion that comes from doing an ultra wide angle. So if we hit that, automatically it flattens it out and makes it look better. And next, we're gonna dive into like just adjusting lighting settings. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start editing with our light. So I'm gonna bring the exposure up just a little to really get some of that detail out of the shadows, and bring the contrast up just a little to get it a little bit more contrasty. Our highlights are looking good, so are our shadows and our whites. Next, I'm gonna move over to temperature. It's a little cool. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day out, so we're gonna raise the warmth up just a little to just get it a little bit warmer, and bring the reds up to give it a little bit more of that red cyan look. Next, we'll just go over to really quickly to dehaze, just to get some of that haze out, and bring that clarity up a little, just to get it a little sharper, and then bring up our sharpening just a little bit, as well as a little bit of noise reduction and color correction. And that's usually what I do. The last thing I might do is just add a little bit of that vintage fade look by bringing up the S curve on the lower end to get that faded look. But it looks pretty good to me. I'm really liking it. Actually, the one last thing I might want to do is just kind of straighten it out a little, because it's a little crooked. There we go. And what I'll do next is export it, but share it to one of my favorite apps, Whiteogram. And what that does is that gives it that nice white border that I use in all my photos. So that travels on over to there. I usually bring the border down to about 20%. And then just save to Camera Roll, and now it's ready for Instagram. So that's really about it. That's the great thing about Lightroom on your phone, is you could do this anywhere. I've been editing photos in line at the grocery store, on the subway, and sometimes just outside when it's a nice day and I don't feel like sitting at my computer all day. Lightroom, it's a subscription-based sort of thing. It's $9.99 a month. You get, I think it's 2 gigabytes or 2 terabytes of cloud storage on there. And again, any edits I do on here and photos I add on here will add it to my iPad and my computer at home through CloudSync. So I recommend using this. I think it's great, and it's really awesome to be able to edit on the go. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments. Some of the presets I've used or some of the edits I've done, I'd be more than happy to ask them. But besides that, thumbs up, like it, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you all later. Thanks.